Welcome guys, today I'm going to be tackling this room, Digital Forensics Fundamentals. Okay, let's get to it, right? I'm following along the Cybersecurity 101 path from TryHackMe, so that's what we're doing today. This room is the one that we have to tackle. Let's get to it. Here are my glasses. Okay, let's do it. So, learn about digital forensics and related processes and experiment with a practical example. Okay. Forensics is the application of methods and procedures to investigate and solve crimes. The branch of forensics that investigates cybercrimes is known as digital forensics. Cybercrime is any criminal activity conducted on or using a digital device. Several tools and techniques are used to investigate digital devices thoroughly after any crime to find and analyze evidence for necessary legal action, right? So this involves like from cell phones to computers, any digital device. And this is actually for me quite interesting to finally when I learned how these processes were or took place, right, were carried out by the professionals in charge. That I was fascinated to see that. Like recently, I learned that you can. There are ways that you can actually recover data from hard drives, right? Like data that has already been deleted multiple times and stuff, and that's interesting to me at least. So let's keep reading. Digital devices have solved many of our problems, right? Communication all around the globe is just a matter of a text or call due to the vast usage of digital devices. Besides making life easier and increasing digital crimes, cybercrimes has also been observed. A variety of crimes are committed using digital devices. Consider an example where law enforcement agencies raid a bank robber's place with proper search warrants. Some digital devices, including a laptop, mobile phone, hard drive, and a USB were found in the robber's home. The law enforcement agency handed over the case to the digital forensics team. The team collected evidence securely and conducted a thorough investigation inside their digital forensics lab equipped with forensic tools. The following evidence was found on the digital devices. A digital map of the bank was found on the suspect's laptop, which they kept for planning the robbery. A document with the bank's entrance and escape routes was found on the subject's hard drive. A document on the hard drive that listed all the bank's physical security controls. The suspect devised plans to bypass the security measures. Some media files, right, including photos and videos of the suspect's previous robberies, were inside the suspect's laptop. So after conducting a thorough investigation of the suspect's mobile phone, some illegal chat groups and call records related to the bank robbery were also found. So this was the bank map, the vault, record room, vault, office, car. This makes me think of a game I used to like playing or enjoy playing. I haven't played it in years, but it was Payday, where you were basically a robber and you would have to just keep this in mind, right? That was a fun game. Okay, now back to topic. All this evidence helped law enforcement in the legal proceedings of the case. This scenario discusses a case from the start till the end. Some procedures are followed by the digital forensics team while collecting the evidence, storing it, analyzing it, and reporting it. This room will focus on covering the understanding of these procedures. The following are the learning objectives of this room. Phases of digital forensics, types of digital forensics, procedure of evidence acquisition, Windows forensics, and solving a forensics case. Which team was handed the case by law enforcement? The forensics, what? By law enforcement? I don't think that's the answer. Digital devices. To the digital forensics team. So that would be digital forensics. Okay, on to the next. Digital forensics methodology, right? The digital forensics team has various cases requiring different tools and techniques. However, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, defines a general process for every case. The NIST works on defining frameworks for different areas of technology, including cybersecurity, where they introduce the process of digital forensics in 4 phases. So the number 1 phase is collection, right? The first phase of digital forensics is data collection. Identifying all devices from which the data can be collected is essential. Usually, an investigator can find personal computers, laptops, digital cameras, USBs, etc. on the crime scene. It is also necessary to ensure the original data is not tampered with while collecting the evidence and to maintain a proper document containing the collected items details. We will also be discussing the evidence acquisition procedures in the upcoming tasks. Then is examination, right? The collected data may overwhelm investigators due to its size. This data usually needs to be filtered, and the data of interest needs to be extracted. For example, as an investigator, you collect all the media files from a digital camera on the crime scene. You may only require some of the media as you are concerned with the media recorded on a specific date and time. So in the examination phase, you would filter the media files of the required time and move them to the next phase, right? Similarly, you may only need the data of a specific user from a system containing numerous user accounts. The examination phase helps you filter this particular data for analysis. And then comes analysis phase, right? This is a critical phase. The investigators now have to analyze the data by correlating it with multiple pieces of evidence to draw conclusions. The analysis depends upon the case scenario and available data. The analysis aims to extract the activities relevant to the case chronologically. So then comes reporting, okay? In the last phase of digital forensics, a detailed report is prepared. This report contains the investigation's methodology and detailed findings from the collected evidence. It may also contain recommendations. This report is presented to law enforcement and executive management. It is important to include executive summaries as part of the report, considering the level of understanding of all the receiving parties, right? So as part of the collection phase, we saw that various pieces of evidence can be found in the crime scene, right? Analyzing these multiple categories of evidence requires various tools and techniques. There are different types of digital forensics, all with their own collection and analysis methodologies. Some of the most common types are listed below. Disk forensics, network forensics, database forensics, memory forensics, mobile forensics, malware forensics, email forensics, cloud forensics, then. Okay, so there's a professional for each particular methodology here, right? Okay, then it all involves computer forensics, right? Computer forensics, the most common type of digital forensics is computer forensics, which concerns investigating computers, the devices most commonly used in crimes. Then comes mobile forensics. Involves investigating mobile devices, as the name says, and extracting evidence such as call records, text messages, GPS locations, and more. Network forensics covers investigation beyond individual devices. It includes the whole network, and the majority of the evidence found in networks is the network traffic logs. Database forensics, many critical data is stored in dedicated databases. Database forensics investigates an intrusion into these databases that result in data modification or exfiltration. Cloud forensics is the type of forensics that involves investigating data stored on cloud infrastructure. This type of forensics sometimes gets tricky for the investigators as there is little evidence on cloud infrastructures. Email forensics. Email, the most common communication method between professionals, has become an important part of digital forensics. Emails are investigated to determine whether they are part of phishing or fraudulent campaigns. So which phase of digital forensics is concerned with correlating the collected data to draw any conclusions from it? Well, which phase? That would be analysis, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, which phase of digital forensics is concerned with extracting the data of interest from the collected device? I would guess that's collection, right? You're just extracting the data. Oh, okay, no, the data of interest. So that would be the second one, right? You already got the data you want to examine. Examination. Yeah, evidence acquisition. So this one, acquiring evidence is a critical job. The forensics team must collect all the evidence securely without tampering with the original data. Evidence acquisition methods for digital devices depend on the type of digital device. However, some general practices must be followed while the evidence is acquired. Let's discuss some of the important ones, right? Proper authorization. The forensics team should obtain authorization from the relevant authorities before collecting any data. Evidence collected without prior approval may be deemed inadmissible in court. Forensics evidence contains private and sensitive data of an organization or individual. Proper authorization before collecting this data is essential for investigating according to the limits of the law. Chain of custody. Imagine that a team of investigators collects all the evidence from the crime scene, and some of the evidence goes missing after a few days, or there is any change in the evidence. No individual can be held accountable in this scenario because there's no proper process for documenting the evidence owners. This problem can be solved by maintaining a chain of custody document. A chain of custody is a formal document containing all the details of the evidence. Some of the key details are listed below. Description of the evidence, name and type, name of individuals who collected the evidence, date and time of evidence collection, a storage location of each piece of evidence, access times and the individual records who access the evidence, right? This creates a proper trail of evidence and helps preserve it. The chain of custody document can be used to prove the integrity and reliability of the evidence admitted in court. A sample chain of custody can be downloaded from here. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, why was he trying to open it with Gitra? I don't think that's the way to go about it. Let's close that. Yeah, I don't think they have Office here, like LibreOffice. No, I don't think Kali Linux comes with that one. So always open. If I want to open the file with the browser, would that be possible? Oh yeah, I know what I can do. I can copy this to. Okay, never mind that. Okay, let's keep reading. Use of write blockers. Write blockers are an essential part of the digital forensics team's toolbox. Suppose you are collecting evidence from a suspect's hard drive and attaching the hard drive to the forensics workstation. While the collection occurs, some background tasks in the forensic workstation may alter the timestamps of the files on the hard drive. This can cause hindrances during the analysis, ultimately producing incorrect results. Suppose the data was collected from the hard drive using a write blocker instead in the same scenario. This time, the suspect's hard drive will remain in its original state, as the write blocker can block any evidence alteration actions. That's sweet. I didn't know about this tool. Write blockers. Blockers. Okay. Which tool is used to ensure data integrity during the collection? Data integrity. I guess that would be white blockers. Is that what you're asking me? Right. Okay. Yeah. What is the name of the document that has all the details of the collected digital evidence? That would be the chain of custody, I think. Yeah. Now on to the next, Windows forensics. The most common types of evidence collected from crime scenes are desktop computers and laptops, as most criminal activity involves a personal system. These devices have different operating systems running on them. In this task, we will discuss the evidence acquisition and analysis of the Windows operating system, which is a very common operating system that has been investigated in several cases. As part of the data collection phase, forensic images of the Windows operating system are taken. These forensic images are bit-by-bit copies of the whole operating system. Two different categories of forensic images are taken from a Windows operating system, right? Disk image and memory image. The disk image contains all the data present on the storage device of the system, HDD, SSD. This data is non-volatile, meaning that the disk data would survive even after a restart of the operating system. For example, all the files like media, documents, internet browsing history, and more. Memory image. Okay, the memory image contains the data inside the operating system's RAM. This memory is volatile, meaning the data will get lost after the system is powered off or restarted. For example, to capture open files, running processes, current network connections, etc., the memory image should be prioritized and taken first from the suspect's operating system. Otherwise, any restart or shutdown of the system will result in all volatile data getting deleted. While carrying out digital forensics on a Windows operating system, disk and memory images are very important to collect. Let's discuss some popular tools used for disk and memory image acquisition and analysis of the Windows operating system. FTK Imager. FTK Imager is a widely used tool for taking disk images of Windows operating systems. It offers a user-friendly graphical interface for creating the image in various formats. This tool can also analyze the contents of a disk image. It can be used for both acquisition and analysis purposes. Autopsy. Autopsy is a popular open source digital forensics platform. An investigator can import an acquired disk image into this tool, and the tool will conduct an extensive analysis of the image. It offers various features during image analysis, including keyword search, deleted file recovery, file metadata, extension mismatch detection, and many more. Then dump it. Dump it offers the utility of taking memory. Okay, wait up. I'm just gonna take note of this, of some of this tooling with Obsidian, of course, my cybersecurity brain, and then we're gonna basically tools for digital forensics Windows, and then you have the corresponding DAGs, right? Forensics. Okay. Um. Okay. So some of these tools are like FTK Imager, tool for taking disk images of Windows OS. It can be used for both acquisition and analysis purposes, right? The next one is Autopsy, which is open source tool. Um, yeah. Just copy this real quick. I'll edit this later on. Just wanna take note of some of these tools. Dump it. Never heard of this tool, but the name is funny. Like, offers the utility of taking a memory image from a Windows operating system. This tool creates memory images using a command line interface and a few commands. The memory image can also be taken in different formats. Okay, I see you. Then the next one is volatility. It's a powerful open source tool as well for analyzing memory images. It offers some extremely useful plugins. Each artifact can be analyzed using a specific plugin. This tool supports various operating systems, including Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and Android. That's sweet. On to the next. Various other tools are also used to acquire and analyze disk and memory images of the Windows operating system. Okay. Yeah, for sure. There must be plenty of them. Which type of forensic image is taken to collect the volatile data from the operating system? Oh, sorry, memory image. And then on to the last practical example of digital forensics, right? Everything we do on our digital devices, from smartphones to computers, leaves traces. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see how we can use this in a subsequent investigation. Our cat, Gadu, has been kidnapped, okay? The kidnapper has sent us a document with a request in MS Word document format. We have converted the document to PDF format and extracted the image from the MS Word file for your convenience, okay? However, for your convenience, we have added the files to the attack box. To follow along, press Start Attack Box. Okay, sure. Button on top of the page, the attack box. Button, okay, will open a split view. In case it is not showing up, you can press the Show Split View button on top of the page. Once started, open a new terminal and navigate to the root room's intro to digital forensics directory as shown below. In the following terminal output, we change to the directory containing the case files, right? The case files that I have just downloaded, I guess. Ransom letter. Why are you trying to, do I know? Okay, yeah. I remember using Hydra to do some malware analysis back in the day. Um, let's do it from this attack box machine, right? Although, you know, what I can do is just also, right? Let's say I want to make a there. Where am I? Hold on. PDF, TryHackMe. And then what I want to do is just make a folder, make the digital forensics fundamentals, digital forensics fundamentals. And then I want to move the downloaded file, which has the name of ransom letter. I think this is the one, right, with the long name and the zip. And I want to move it to this particular folder, and then I want to unzip it. And then I want to see what we have, and we have some data here. Letter image, random letter, ransom letter. Yeah, sure. So what do we want to do? Because this is taking a bit, right? So we are already know the directory as shown below. In the following terminal output, we change the directory containing the files. When you create a text file TXT, some metadata gets saved by the operating system, such as file creation date and last modification date. However, much information gets kept within the file's metadata, right? When you use a more advanced editor, such as MS Word, there are various ways to read the file metadata. You might open them within their official viewer, editor, or use a suitable forensic tool. Note that exporting the file to other formats, such as PDF, would maintain most of the metadata of the original document, depending on the PDF writer used. Let's see what we can learn from PDF file. We can try to read the metadata. Hold up. I want to basically find out um, how do you actually pronounce metadata. So let's hear it.
Metadata.
Oh, that was French, the French pronunciation, according to this. We don't want that, right? We want the English.
Metadata.
Metadata. Okay. Metadata. Okay, that's it. Let's keep going, guys. Let's see what we can learn from the PDF file. We can try to read the metadata using the program PDF info. PDF info displays. Do I have that program installed? I do. Uh, um, displays various metadata related to a PDF file, such as title, subject, author, creator, and creation date. The attack box already has PDF info installed. However, if you're using Kernel Linux and don't have PDF info installed, you can install it using sudo. Okay, sure. Consider the following example of using PDF. Okay, but we're gonna be using that on our PDF, right? Ransom letter. Yeah. Okay, so we have all the metadata from this PDF file. Metadata. Okay. PDF version 1.7. Okay, what do you want from here? Yeah, okay, the PDF metadata clearly shows that it was created using MS Word for Office 365. Creator, Mike, yeah, on October the 10th. Okay, where's the date though? This here says February 23rd. Let's keep going. Uh, Photo EXIF data. EXIF stands for Exchangeable Images File Format. It is a standard. It is a standard for saving metadata to image files. Whenever you take a photo with your smartphone or with your digital camera, plenty of information gets embedded with the image. The following are examples of metadata that can be found in the original digital images: camera model, smartphone model, date and time of image captured, photo settings such as local focal length, aperture, shutter speed, and ISO settings. Because smartphones are equipped with a GPS sensor, finding GPS coordinates embedded in the image is highly probable. The GPS coordinates, latitude and longitude, would generally show the place where the photo was taken. There are many online and offline tools to read the EXIF data from images. One command line tool is EXIF tool. EXIF tool is used to read and write metadata in various file types, such as JPEG images. The attacker already has EXIF tool. I already have that too. Installed. However, yeah, blah blah blah. In the following terminal window, we executed EXIF tool on the image. EXIF tool on what image? The letter image. Okay, and we get some metadata. If you take the above coordinates and search one of the online maps, you will learn more about this location. Searching Microsoft Bing Maps or Google Maps for this reveals the street. Let's check it out. Reveals the street where the photo was taken, right? Sweet. must be a way to look by latitude and longitude, I think. Nope. It was the street where the photo was taken on the search to work. We had to replace the with this and remove the extra white space. In other words, we typed in the map search bar. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so now we get the street, right? That's sweet. Using PDF info, find out the author of the attached PDF file. The author. That would be Angry Shepherd. And then using EXIF tool or any similar tool, try to find where the kidnappers took the image they attached to their document. What is the name of the street? Where? I think we got the GPS position. I will copy this. Yes, so that would be like this. You said to eliminate all the white spaces, right? Wait. Okay. I'm just gonna copy this and then copy 30, then you delete this particular one, then you get this, and then you have to delete the space, then delete this comma, space 0, and then this one here has to have this particular symbol. Where was I? Then 5, and then 38, 0. I guess I have to add the 0 here as well. And then the W needs to be closed. And then this should work. It's gonna give me any street. Why are you asking me here? What is the name of the street? The name of the street is Milk Street. Yeah, okay, that's sweet. What is the model name of the camera used to take this photo? The more Canon EF 50 mm. That's the lens, I'm sorry. So the model of the camera, no. You know what I'm gonna do? HM. Now let's run that command again, and now we can search for the keyword model, right? Camera model name Canon EOS R6. Canon EOS and then R6. That's it, guys. This was a fun room, always learning something new. I had forgotten almost how to use these tools. Like I have I haven't been using them, right? So this is quite interesting, right? In my country, Peru, there's plenty of people actually, how do you call this? Extorting businessmen, and they cannot, do normal business. And sometimes some of these criminals actually send them, people, good people, just hardworking people, the images that like they have this image of maybe, uh I don't know, maybe their business store, and they basically make threats to the people if they do not pay up or something. And well, with a proper digital forensics team, you could you could have people like actually research these images and actually extract the metadata and find a potential device. You can find different interesting things here that could lead you to land on this particular criminal. So that would be helpful, at least for these and also developing countries, right? Which they do not invest that much on digital forensics. Yeah, that's that. So yeah, thanks for sticking up with me, guys. This was a fun room, a little bit short, but I liked it. So peace. See you in the next one.